Hi, Fran Torsen here. We're going to open our lessons section with something easy, something fun, and something loverly. How about that? We're going to make it easy and simple. I'm going to show you step by step how to make this video, and I am going to give you the assets for the video in links under the video so that you can download them and replicate what I'm doing at your computer. You can follow along. So let's start. I'm working in Easy Video Lab 1.5.3. I'm going to set the settings, and I like these square videos for Facebook. I just love that. So I'm going to make it 1080 by 1080 and set the stage just like that. And then I'm going to go and import a video that is about love. So here's my thought. I'm going to make a video that is about love. How about home is where the heart is? That keeps us aligned with our real estate theme, and we'll make this very, very simple. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a background video for some action. I'm going to be using an image overlay and then text. So we're going to have 3 elements to this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is import our background video. I'm going to go to import, and I'm going to open up my folder to my love video folder. This is a bunch of videos I have collected in different corners of the public domain, and I'm going to select one. Part of my plan for the day after I finish this video is to go in here, select 20 of my favorite love videos, keyword them for you, and then add them to a bonus section so you can play with them later. So in the meantime, I'm going to go and select this one, which I really like a lot. This is a got this blue background that moves. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger just so that I don't get any white edges. Sometimes if I don't do that, there's a little bit of room at the top here, and I find out that I didn't do that. So I'm going to center that. I'm going to eyeball that and center it. I'm going to click show, and then I'm going to go on to my next step. So right now, again, we've got element number 1, that's our video. Number 2 is our image overlay. So we need that on an animation layer. And then we're going to have our text. So we have one layer here, and I'm going to add one more and get ready for the text. So now I'm going to go to my image animation. Let's take a look at this first so you can see what this looks like. Isn't that cool? It has a bunch of parts that come in. You know what? This is a rather long video. So I'm going to take this and shorten it to 15 seconds because this is going to be a rather short meme. And that's the way you shorten your video in this edition. If you're using Easy Video Lab 2, you can actually click a button over here, set your playhead to where you want to slice it, and then delete the other part. But that's fine. So I'm going to make this a 15-second video. Very cool, right? See those? Isn't that sweet? All right. And then I'm going to go back to the start, and I am going to I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to select image animation. And I think it would be very cool to have a house icon. So we're going to go to your house icons folder. That's in your add-ons folder. If you have set up a video creation center, similar to the one I set up in the organization video, you have an add-ons folder here, right? That is where the add-ons will be. I'm just going to go in here just for the heck of it because I'm here already. And I'm going to pick this red house icon. This has a transparent background. And I am going to put that right here and then center that and make it larger. Okay. So let me center that. And I let that enter the stage. How do I want that to come in? I probably want it just to zoom in. How about that? And then a quick bounce. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's fine. And then I want it to remain on the stage. So if you want your picture to remain on the stage, you can click leave on stage, and then of course be sure you click, and then that will extend the image to the length of the video, and here it will coincide with the end of the video. All right, and then I need my text, don't I? So I'm going to let that bounce in. Let me see where that bounces. Okay, that's in. And then I have, you see that? I have my playhead right here. And now I'm going to click animations from my text so that my animation will start right here. All right. And then I'm going to, what kind of text do I want? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking along as I do this with you. Home is where the heart is. I kind of like the sprinkled sonnet. That's kind of a soft look, isn't it? I'll do that. So I'm going to say home is where the heart is. And I'm going to try it in all caps, see how that looks. And I'm going to center the text. I have two things I have to do now is I have to show the position grid to show where I want it to appear. And I want that to appear within, centered within. I'm going to probably go out to here, right down to the bottom. And I need to select a font. So what I'm going to do, I've got this cute font, this lovely font. It's called Love You, I think. I think it's called I Love You or I Love You. Let me see. Hold on. I can do a search here. Why am I scrolling when I don't have to? It's called Love Me. Here we go. I've got a couple of love fonts. And I will also give you a link to the love fonts under the video. So I'm going to say Love Me regular. And I'm going to make this, we'll see what it looks like at 52. I'm going to select the text to be white. And we'll see what it looks like with the default shadow. So let's apply the settings and see how this looks. Oh, that's way too small, isn't it? Okay, so let's try a 70. And our line height, it says 1.1. I'm going to make that 1.5. The way these generate line heights changes a lot from one font to the next, and that's not enough either. So let me see, I'm going to go all the way up to 100. Let's see how that looks, and I'm going to make this 1.9. Home is where, okay, so that works. I think that works. So let's remove the position grid so we can see what that looks like. You see, this typeface replaces the O's with a heart, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it could use a little more shadow, a little darker shadow, so I'm going to move over here. And let's see how that is. Home is where the heart is. That's pretty cool. All right, so the way that's set up, it stops here at about 9.5 seconds. If I want to leave this up here for several more seconds, I may want to add about 4 seconds here, and let's see what happens if I do that. That's not quite doing it. All right, if I want to, I'm going to go back up here and make this an 8. All right, that's close enough, and what I can do is I can just move this over a little bit. Now this is a typeface that has both entrance, it stays for a while, and then it flies off. There it goes, and that's it. So again, nothing fancy, but something to play with, something so that you get used to working with the different elements. I think that this is really too big, that text. Let me take that down to 90. That's better, that's better. And I think I want a little bit more height there. I think I want probably a little bit more line height. So that line height will give me a little more space between the lines. All right, I think that's better. And you could play. Another place you might want to play with this would be with the shadow color. Sometimes, sometimes when you're working with these colors, yellow can work rather than the gray. See what that looks like. No, I don't think that looks very good. We have blue in the background, so maybe a blue shadow. Let's see, home is where the heart is. That could work. You know what? I really think I like the gray better for that. Okay, so there we are. Quick meme. Just get used to working with this stuff. Get used to working with the background videos with a little bit of overlay. You may want to work with a frame on top and bottom, you know, the way a lot of those memes are created. You may want to add your, oh, you know what? I think that would be really neat. We're going to add one more animation layer. And I'm going to make this come in, this animation come in right here. Let me see, I'll add a block for one more text block. I'm going to show a position. I'm going to just leave I'm going to create an identifier for your Facebook page. So there is the position grid. I'm going to use a nothing fancy here, just Facebook. Oops, hold on. No, not all caps. Facebook.com, and then your page name, right? I'm going to use a different typeface for that. I like Fira. Right, I like this. I like Fira Sans semi-bold. It's nice. And this is going to be much smaller, probably about 30 points. And it's going to be in white, and it's going to appear at the bottom. So if I hit apply settings, you can see it right there. If I hide the position grid and then run this from the start, you'll see we have our meme and we have our page name right down below. Whoops, what did I forget to do? I forgot to say leave it on the stage, didn't I? So I'm going to say leave it on the stage, apply the setting, and there it goes. Now this is funny because I said leave it on the stage and it just appears here and it doesn't spread out to the end like the image overlay did. The text works a little bit different. Just be certain you click that if you want to leave it on the stage and you'll be cool. See that? Okie dokie. And then what I will also do, I'm also going to save this while I'm at it. Home is where the heart is, right? I'll call that home heart. I'm going to save it. Another window pops up to make the assets folder. That will make an assets folder with the same name. And now I have a completed project. I will also save this as a template. I'll include the video preview. I'll save that as home heart and then save. And when this has finished processing, I will zip it up and I will include that for you as a downloadable link under the video. So you'll have all of the assets. You can start it from scratch. I'll also give you the project folder. How about that? So you can open it as project. And I will also give you the template. So you have everything you need to create something like home is where the heart is, and then put your own little touches on it.